Hi, my name is Lydia Martinez. I am the founder and owner with L Marketing and Events. And I am so excited to talk to you today about what goes on in our one-on-one client meetings. If you're working with a marketing agency, if you're working with a freelancer, if you have an in-house marketing team, there are certain things that you can do and certain things that you can try to really connect with and have effective client-facing meetings to get the most out of your marketing time. Meetings, I know that sometimes people will talk about how a meeting could have been an email. Did we really have to meet? Right? We've all said that. And sometimes that's true. But one of the reasons why we love meeting with our clients at least once a month here at L Marketing is because it gives us that opportunity to have some one-to-one connection. And we have clients all over the place. So our meetings are primarily via Zoom. We're connecting with people via Zoom. We're connecting with people, you know, digitally, essentially. One of our rules in those meetings is that we always have our cameras on. And let me tell you why. There's something about connecting with people face to face that's really, really important that leads into a great environment for what I'm going to talk about next. So, one of the things that we always start out our meetings talking about with our clients is tell us what you're most excited about right now. Talk to us about what you're most excited about. Um, Very often that will draw the client out and we'll talk about the things that maybe aren't even on the radar right now. They're not super pressing. They're not like, got to take care of this at the moment, but it allows us to hear about what they're working on that's coming down the road. And so that's one thing that we found to be really, really important. Um, Another thing that we always talk about is we jump over into what is, what is going on in terms of um, innovative marketing strategies. What are some trends we're spotting in your industry? What are we excited about that we're seeing? This might include like great results. This might include opportunities. This might include what we're seeing your competitors do. All of those different things, it might include those pieces. And so we really start getting into that. And then we start brainstorming. We start thinking about what's coming up next month and the next month after and the next month after. We're usually planning about 3 to 6 months in advance. We put important dates on the calendar and then we brainstorm backwards, like a big sale or promotion. One prime example of this was our client, Hugo Coffee Roasters. When the late, great Betty White passed away, we wanted to do something to honor her and her impact on animal rescue organizations. And so we put together a bag of coffee called Betty's Brew. We launched that very, very quickly because we were excited about it. We were talking about it, and we committed to donating a certain amount from every single one of those bags sold specifically to specifically to animal rescue organizations that she supported. And we were able to do that quickly because we were having a chat about that together as a team, and it was really, really effective. And so that was something that we were really, really excited to do. Another thing that we will do in our client meetings is we'll talk about, is there a degree of consistency with everything we're trying to do? And this is so important in marketing, having that consistency. Sometimes our clients will come to us with amazing ideas. Like, we love them. They're really, really exciting. But the flip side is that you may or may not want to keep going. You may or may not want to use a certain strategy. You may or may not want to take that and run with it. And so it could be something that is not effective. It could be something that is not on brand. For example, one of our clients was a very high-end pet food company. He had an amazing pet food. It was not as expensive as fresh food, so it was a kibble, but it was still relatively low in carbs. And around the start of the pandemic, we came up with this great, we were brainstorming and we came up with this great idea of like pandemic, like dog related bingo cards that people could download. And it was fun. We had a fun idea, like creating it. We teased it on some social posts and things like that. And then we actually realized like this brand from the beginning has been about education, information, and it's been about showcasing health results around dogs. So if we suddenly like take a big left turn, branch off, and do something that doesn't feel on brand, maybe that's not the way to go. And so that's something where we had a robust conversation around that and we're able to make good decisions. Um, the other thing that I think is really, really important in these meetings, in our client meetings, and what we try to do on a regular basis is ask, is there anything we could be doing better? So we ask for feedback. And, sometimes it's a hard thing. As an agency owner, as a small business owner, as a marketer, we all think we're right about everything, right? Sometimes it's hard to hear the big feedback, but let me tell you what is amazing about it. We hear early on if there's opportunities before they become a problem. And that is gold. It's absolute gold and something that we're very, very proud of. And so that's something else that's really, really important and something that, is worth working towards and working hard for. And it's worth getting out there and saying, okay, maybe we need to change, maybe we need to adjust. One of the things we heard recently from some of our clients was that our end of month reports were a little bit hard to read and easy to miss in your inbox and not like digestible. So we just spent a few months revamping our end of month reporting. Guess what happened? Clients are reading it. They're much more likely to open those. It's easy to understand. It's visual. It's very, very impactful. And then on top of that, the other thing is that it is engaging clients in recognizing the successes and wins that we help them get, which means that they value our work that much more. The other thing that was very cool is it actually cut the amount of time down that we spent on reporting because it's easier to do now. So that was like our other big win. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about marketing, about how to work with a marketing agency, about, as an agency owner, things that you should be doing or could be doing to improve your success rate with clients, don't hesitate to reach out. We would love to chat with you. Thanks again for tuning in.